Kawasaki H2 recall chatter, more Maverick R upgrades, and portal lifts for the Ranger XD1500 and Xpedition. And we have some Memorial Day sales coming up. So should you buy now or wait? We're going to discuss it all today. So let's get into it.
FAS Friday Off-Road Report.
What's going on, everyone? JT from Team FAS Motorsports. Time for the FAS Friday Off-Road Report, where every week we break down the biggest news in the industry and the off-road world with new products, industry news, upcoming events, race results, everything going on across the off-road scene. And if you ever want your product or event featured in one of the episodes, go ahead and email us or drop us a comment below, and we'll be sure to get it on here. Now let's get into this week's episode. Before we jump into some new products, let's get a quick update from last week's Supercross. Hunter Lawrence took the win in Denver, tightened up the championship battle heading into the final round. He came into Denver sitting 4 points behind Ken Roczen, but after winning the 450 main, that got closed down to just 1 point. So heading into the final round at Salt Lake City, it's basically a winner-take-all style showdown between Lawrence and Roczen. So if you follow Supercross, this is exactly the type of championship race you want to see. So it should be pretty interesting to see which one of these guys, take the win overall. Both phenomenal riders, and it's been a fun season to watch them battle it out. So I guess we'll see what happens this weekend. First up, in new product releases, EVO Powersports has 2 new parts out for the Can-Am Maverick R. The first is their billet boost recirculating valve kit. Instead of venting boost pressure back into the atmosphere like a traditional blow-off valve, this setup recirculates it back into the intake side of the turbo system. The goal is better boost response, reduced compressor surge, and a smoother running turbo setup. This kit is built in aluminum, race tested, and designed for the higher horsepower builds, but it does require EVO's silicone charge tube kit and high flow intake to install properly. The second release is their billet recirculating catch can kit. This helps trap oil vapor, moisture, and blow-by before it gets back into the intake system, keeping your charge tubes, intercooler, and intake side cleaner over time. And unlike a vent atmosphere catch can, this one recirculates clean air back into the intake, which helps cut down on fumes and odors. So if you're building a Maverick R, EVO is clearly continuing to expand the performance support lineup. Next up, WD Electronics has a new replacement signature light kit for the 2026 and newer Defender HD11. This is a machine-specific plug-and-play turn signal kit that replaces the factory signature lights with custom-built lights that have turn signals right built into them. It also integrates into the factory taillights using OEM-style connections, so there's no cutting or splicing required. For anyone picking up a new HD11 platform and wanting a clean, street-legal style setup, this gives it a factory-looking option without adding universal lights all over the machine. Next up, Highlifter has a 4-inch portal gear lift for the Polaris XD1500 and Polaris Xpedition. This is their dual idle portal setup, built to add ground clearance at the hub without changing suspension geometry. It also adds gear reduction inside the portal, which helps reduce strain on the drivetrain, especially if you're running bigger tires or building a heavier work-and-play setup. Highlifter lists forged aluminum gearboxes, heat-treated steel gears, reinforced backing plates, upgraded sealing, stainless steel brake rotors, and universal hubs as part of the kit. So for the Ranger 1500 and Xpedition owners looking to get more clearance, more tire, and a tougher drivetrain setup, this is a big upgrade option now available from Highlifter. Moving into industry news, Can-Am has launched its Can-Am Ride Days program across North America. It's focused on their 3-wheeled vehicles like the Spider, the Riker, the Canyon, giving new riders a chance to get out there, experience, riding one of these vehicles in a controlled setting. The program's going to be running through May and June with closed course ride experience led by certified instructors through Can-Am's rider education program partners and the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. Can-Am says the goal is to make riding more accessible, help new riders build confidence, and connect people with local dealers. So while this isn't side-by-side news directly, it's still interesting to see what Can-Am's putting out and helping people in other parts of their powersports business. More riders getting introduced to the Can-Am brand could be a good thing for the whole industry long-term. Next up in industry news, there's some behind-the-scene chatter surrounding Kawasaki's Teryx H2 recall. UTV Driver posted a recap of what's known so far, including official letters and owner information. The recall has been tied to a potential CVT drive converter sheave issue, and owners have been under a stop ride notice while Kawasaki works on the repair. There's also been some talk that repair information could become potentially available this month, May 2026, but as of now, owners are still waiting for the official fix details from Kawasaki. So if you own a Teryx H2, definitely keep checking with your local Kawasaki dealer and watch out for official recall information being updated on Kawasaki's site before riding. This is one of the stories a lot of people are watching closely because the H2 is one of the most talked about new machines in the side-by-side world right now. Now let's jump into upcoming events, and we've got a pretty packed list this week, especially going into the Memorial Day lead up here. The next couple of weeks, there's just a lot of events going on. So first up, Buggies for Boots is happening Saturday, May 9th in Riley, Indiana. This is a guided ride with food, music, and a good cause behind it, benefiting veterans and local community. It's a solid mix of riding, community, and supporting the people who served, all packed into one event. Also on May 9th, ATV Riders of Virginia has a ride coming up at the Outdoorsman ATV Park in Martinsville, Virginia. This one is listed as a meet, ride, and greet, running from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. with a $20 entry fee per rider. A nice option for anyone looking for a laid-back group ride and a chance to connect with others. Next up, King of the Mountain 200 is coming to the famous Reading Outdoors Locust Gap property in Pennsylvania from May 15th through May 17th. This is a side-by-side and 4x4 endurance challenge hosted by One Nation and National Off-Road Endurance Series. Friday kicks off with a poker run, pre-party, restaurant ride, a live band, driver's meeting, and position draw. Then Saturday's the big event, 200-mile endurance race plus a 2-hour youth endurance challenge with classes ranging from youth to novice and all the way up to pro. Also on Saturday, May 16th, the 10th annual Brian M. Shear Memorial Poker Run is coming up. This is the one that we're attending. This is a side-by-side poker run supporting Brian M. Shear Memorial Fund with a ride ending at the Speakeasy Saloon Resort in Uniondale, Pennsylvania. The event is listed as running from noon to 4, with the best poker hand winning $500 cash, plus basket raffles 50-50 and a wheelbarrow or cheer. This is one of the rides that combines a good day with a really good cause behind it. And again, we do attend this ride. It's a fun one. Also on Saturday, May 16th, the 618 crew for St. Jude Poker Run is happening in Carmi, Illinois. There's another great off-road event supporting a good cause with riders coming together to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Always good to see the off-road community using poker runs and rides to support and give something back instead of just a day on the trails. Another one for May 16th, Dirt Drags at Burnout National Season Opener here locally in Middletown, New York. If you're into dirt drag racing or if you're into the Burnout National Series, this is definitely one to check out. It's going to be the season opener with all the fast machines, side-by-sides, plenty of horsepower. Anything that rolls or has wheels and a motor is allowed to drag race. So it's a run whatever you brung type deal. So that one should be pretty fun. A little different from the trails or poker runs, but definitely one for the racing crowd. Another one happening that weekend, Bear Creek Sportsman has their Spring Family Fun Ride coming up. That's May 16th and 17th in Hancock, New York. No side-by-sides. That's for kids and adults riding on both Saturday and Sunday. Gates are open Friday from 3 to 10 with kids riding areas open Friday evening. Saturday and Sunday, marked loops open at 8 a.m. Riders meetings each morning at the sign-up shed. Again, good one for families looking to get the kids involved and make a full weekend out of it. Next up, the FRO Memorial Camp and Ride is happening May 22nd through May 25th at the Darkwater Trail System in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. There's a full Memorial Day weekend event with 4 days of camping, riding, and off-road adventure, and it's open to all off-road vehicles. That could be a great Memorial Day weekend plan if you're looking at camping, trails, and a longer family trip, and get a bunch of riding in. After that, the Burma Connector and Day Pass weekend is happening Saturday, May 30th and Sunday, May 31st at the Burma Trail System in St. Clair, Pennsylvania. This gives both members and non-members of FRO a chance to ride the Burma Trails for the weekend, with gates opening at 7 a.m. Trail riding is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and options for single day or weekend passes are available. FRO lists the Burma Trail System as having rocky climbs, wooded trails, scenic overlooks, and spots like Top of the World. So if you wanted to check out Burma, it's a good weekend to do so. So that about wraps up this week's event schedule. We do obviously do events a month out. So if you have one, go ahead and drop it in the comments, email it to us, message it to us on Facebook. We'll go ahead and get you added to the list. And as always, send it over before, the deadline, of course. We want to have it about a month out so we can start promoting it for you guys. Over in this week's sales and promos, right now, there actually aren't a ton of big running sales right now. That usually makes sense this time of the year with Memorial Day coming up based on years past. That's when we'll normally start seeing the better savings pop up maybe like right about a week before. So, next week and the following week, we'll start probably seeing some brands start running some of those larger sales for Memorial Day. So if you're shopping for parts, accessories, protection, light stereo storage, anything like that, keep an eye out on the FAS Friday Off-Road Reports. In the next couple of weeks, we'll be announcing all those sales. But with that being said, we do have 10% off on all EVO Powersports products right now. EVO's a big name in the UTV accessories. They have bumpers, skids, plows, doors, roofs, protection parts, everything from most popular machines. We also still have our spring safety sale going on with specials from 50 Caliber Racing. We also have winches, skids plates, tires, anything safety focused is what we do annually. So that's going on. So if your machine still needs a once over before riding season, or you're putting off adding harnesses or protection or recovery gear, now's the time to get that all handled. As always, you can message Team FAS Motorsports or reach out through teamfasmotorsports.com for pricing and availability, or give us a call anytime, 914-799-5558. For this week's viewer Q&A, should I buy parts now or wait for Memorial Day sales? That was asked to us on Facebook in a private message. I got that quite a few times this week. And honestly, it depends on how soon you need it. If it's something you need to get your machine ready, safe, and back on the trail, buy it now, get out there and ride. The seasons are short. Saving a few bucks doesn't help much if it's sitting in the garage while everyone else is out having fun. But if it's something you don't need immediately, send me your list. Send us the list. Give us a call. Get on a waiting list. We do callbacks. We do email lists. Let us know what parts, accessories, tires, protection, anything you want. And as Memorial Day sales are announced, we'll go ahead and contact you. So with the current state of the industry, tariffs, pricing, everything else going on, I'm not even sure how aggressive this year's sales are going to be compared to last year. But, we're staying hopeful. And if there's deals to be had, we'll do our best to find them for you and have them featured on our website. So the short answer is, if you need it now, go get it, go riding. If you want to wait, send us your list. We'll keep an eye out for you. That's it for this week's FAS Friday Off-Road Report. If you want your product, event, or question featured in next week's report, go ahead and drop us a comment or send us an email at teamfas@hotmail.com. We check them every week. We respond to all the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to support the channel, go check out our merch at fasmerch.shop or shop parts and accessories at teamfasmotorsports.com. And we'll see you next Friday.
FAS Friday Off-Road Report. FAS Friday Off-Road Report.